Morning. We are here in Corpus Christi, Texas at Bluffs Landing Marina and Lodge. Had a good night's sleep. Appreciate our friends here at Bluffs Landing letting Daniel and I stay here last night. We got here in Baffin Bay. Throw some down south lures, Texas boy style, and try to catch a big one. You guys stay with us. You can see it's about 6:15 a.m. We're here at Baffin Bay, Texas, near Corpus Christi. Got our good buddy Michael from Down South Lures and my Captain Michael LaRue out here with us. We got here to throw these down south lures and try to fight this wind off, but it's been a pretty good bite lately, so we get out there and get our spot. Should be on this morning. We're about to find out. What are we going to throw on this morning, Mike?
Well, first of all, I'm messing with my prototype, which I can zoom in a little bit. It's called the Supermodel. It's a little hybrid bait. It has a little bitty paddle tail that swims on the fall, so we're going to go out there and test that out. We just got that mold in. Then we're definitely going to throw my original, the down south southern shad, so we're going to give it a try with these two guys. Captain Chris Romeo, a good friend of mine as well. We'll go out there and see what we can do, guys.
Got Texas boys and down south lures about to hit it.
Alright guys, here's what we're doing. We got a little cove here. We got some nice hard sand bottom. There's been plenty of mullet back here. We've been catching some pretty decent fish off and on. We're getting a lot of bites. There's a ledge about waist deep, and we're going to walk towards the ledge. The fish have been relating to that ledge that's out there that drops to 4 or 5 feet, and hopefully we'll drive these fish towards that ledge and start getting a bunch of bites.
Let's hit it. Baffin Bay speckled trout. Yeah, I think it's better fish. Not big, but he's bigger than that other one. He likes that spicy pumpkin. About a 17-inch trout. Well, like we'd said earlier, we had just terrible conditions today. In fact, we only saw 2 or 3 boats all day long, and I imagine most fishermen had thrown in the towel in the morning when the wind and rain was forecasted to be pretty bad. But when it comes down to it, the fish gotta eat. And sometimes it doesn't matter if it's windy, the water's dirty, whatever. If you can get out there, you're going to catch them. Both Captain Michael and Chris have been guiding and fishing for a long time and really know their stuff. And although old Bossy spends more time probably making baits than he does on the water, he's still a darn good fisherman as well. And today it showed. Catching a mess of nice fish when conditions are bad is, I think, what separates the true fisherman from the rest. And we had a blast doing just that with Mike's Down South Lures.
Looks like a little keep. I'll check him on checking stick. Just kind of put him right there to make sure he's legal, and he is. He's about 17 inches. Good fish.
She inhaled that thing. They eat that hybrid tail like that when it's falling like that. Good reaction bite. You take a look at that little tail, it's something a little different. So when that bait's falling, it's not just falling like dead meat. It's actually wiggling on the fall, and that's what gets a lot of those reaction bites. So we're gonna keep trying to get them out here and see if we can get something a little bit bigger, but they're out here.
Gulf Coast Auto Park has you covered. Whether you're commuting to work or looking for a rugged 4x4 to get you to your favorite hunting or fishing spot, we deliver. Trucks, cars, and SUVs, we've got them all. 7 great makes all in one place, so why go anywhere else? Doing business the right way for over 20 years. We service all makes and models with a full-service collision shop on site. Stop by Gulf Coast Auto Park or shop our full line of new and used vehicles online today.
All right, we got to our second spot here, and through the old Mike LaRue recommendation here, purple with the white tail, and right away had a pretty solid little trout here. Nothing to brag about, but he'll go good in the skillet. So we're gonna string her up and try to get a few more.
Well, we've moved to another area, a little shallower flat. We're still working these hard sand. We've got some slicks that have popped up, and we did catch a couple of trout. They're a little bit better than what we were catching early this morning, and I think there's some really quality fish in here, but we just got to get them to go. They're not biting, the bait's not very active right now, but they are slicking up, and hopefully they'll get a little bite going here in a little bit, and we can catch some good ones.
Ready to go.
Use that spicy pumpkin down south lures. Let's see what it is.
So today I'm using an 1/8 ounce jig head with an assortment of colors, as you can see. I'm a loose Tourney Pro reel and a speed stick rod. Just a great setup for trout and reds, and really just a smooth combination for the bay period. We dodged a couple storms and relocated, but LaRue had us right back in a pile of some good fish, and it was on. It's funny too, because over the years, I'd gotten to where I'm not near as picky over lure color, but today, it sure made a difference at times. I think sometimes when those fish are acting shy or not as aggressive, maybe a change in color can get you that reaction strike that you're looking for. Today, in many cases, that was the ticket for me. More than once, I'd catch 2 or 3 fish and then nada for 10 or 15 minutes. Switch colors, boom, it's on again for several minutes. Just goes to show you that when you're fishing, you should always be able to learn and adapt. That's how it goes.
Now that you meet someone in life that you just want to listen to, and Michael Bossy might be that guy. Here, Roy, put this on. Good trout. The giant. Good. I think he likes you, Dan. Right here, so Mike had to caught 2 or 3 fish, and sometimes I don't think the color or presentation makes a difference, but he gives me a color that he's been catching them on first cast, just about a 22-inch trout here, so I guess it works. Sometimes color does make a difference. I think I got a pretty good fish right here. Might be the big one of the day so far. We'll see. He's pulling some drag. Now he's coming towards us. Ain't no pressure, boy. Just don't feel it. No pressure. Thank God. Mike made me switch lures.
Well, that is a beautiful speckled trout right here, boy. If I can get him in without screwing it up. Look at that. That is a good fish. Boy, he's not looking real good, is he?
Got it.
Yeah, that's a good fish. Look at that. I don't think there's any more beautiful fish in the bay than a Baffin Bay speckled trout.
Back to the spicy pumpkin, man. I couldn't help it. Hey, it's all about the colors. All about colors.
Last cast of the day, and boom, big old redfish. That's how you end a fishing trip. What a great time today with our good friend Michael Bossy throwing them down south lures, and really appreciate Michael LaRue and Captain Chris Jamel for getting us out here on Baffin. Despite the conditions, we tore it up, and it just don't get no better than that.
The Luge Tournament Pro G is all about performance. G is for new generation, where everything is lighter, faster, stronger. 6.2 ounces light, with a no-flex one-piece aluminum frame, 11 premium double-shielded stainless bearings, and external adjust speed cast centrifugal braking, plus a patent-pending Speed Keeper hook keeper that's built in, and speed dial line indicator to remind you of what line and weight you've spooled. It's all in the new Luge Tournament Pro G. You will feel the difference.
Haney's are the best built boat that I've ever had. I've tried every boat that there is in my fishing career. I've been a fishing guide since '74. Haney's are tough, they're fast, they're efficient, and everything's good for them for us. They have several different kind of boats, and we've got them all. We've got 2 or 3 different kind of Haney's, and for every application, we've got one.
Haney is #1 on the water.
Haney boats, #1 on the water, period. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Haney boats are #1.
All right, good morning. We're here live in the shrimp boat with our good pal Billy and Trey Beasley. These guys are professional commercial shrimpers, do it every day. I think Billy said he has for almost over 30 years now, so we're about to drop the nets and try to get it done. What are we going to be doing this morning, Billy?
Well, we're going to drag in the channel right here. They call this the red-sided channel. We're going to make some short drags, and hopefully we're going to get some live bait and some big shrimp.
About to drop the nets and try to get it done Texas boy style. Ever since I was a youngster, I can remember always being fascinated with shrimp boats. As a young fisherman growing up, I remember always being intrigued and just kind of wondering what all they caught and how it all worked, and just so many different questions as you see these shrimp boats going in and out of the bay. So to get this opportunity to go out with two of the best in the business, guys have been doing it a long, long time, was a pretty cool deal. I know a lot of you guys were just like me and kind of always wondered exactly how it works. So sit back, relax, and check this out.
That's where everything's going to end up right here in this bag. These right here are trawl doors. These doors here we're going to pick up. When we set them over, they're going to spread that net open. What we got is the trawl doors here. These doors are going to go down to the bottom. As you see, when we set over, they're going to spread the net open. And that once the net spreads open, that tickler chain's going to run along the bottom. It's going to kick everything up into the net. Hopefully it's not real trashy today, but we got a north wind, and might be a little bit of silver eel and stuff today. That's going to be our next step.
Drop of the net.
Now we're dragging the net we're dragging the bank right here. We're actually on the outside of the channel. We go to the left a little bit, we're going to be in the channel to get 50 foot, but we're dragging the outer end to the channel of the bank. This is where we're dragging. This is a Texas City channel. lot of fishermen prefer these little brownies.
Roy's favorite thing.
Yeah.
Old croaker.
It's all about how you hold it.
Yeah. Got a little bit of everything in here. Yeah, a little sand drop.
Buckshot Bobby, I think he found his new calling in life.
I was born to do this.
Well, I have no idea who decided to let this happen, but Buckshot Bobby is manning the ship. How'd the day go, Bob?
Doing great, man. 500 pounds of shrimp, is that right?
Well, the state law says you can't do more than 200, so...
That's what I said, 200.
Yeah.
All right, here we are in Texas City, Texas. My buddy Trey Beasley and his dad Billy already went through one net. They're bringing the net in again. Bring all this bait in. We're going to sort it out and regroup it. They separate the shrimp, as you can see a minute ago, into different little segments and tanks they got in here. So let's pull the net in and see what we got in this catch. We had a really good time today. It was pretty cool growing up as a kid and always kind of being curious about how shrimp boats work and what all they catch, and just getting an experience to come out here today and spend it with Trey and his dad Billy and our buddy over here, the shrimp master, catching sheephead with a little hand line. I really appreciate Billy and his son Trey, get us out here. Had a real good time. Texas Boys Out. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode today, and we'll see you next week.
Texas Boys Outdoors' mission is to give back to our heroes and to show kids the beauty of the great outdoors. Heroes consist of our awesome U.S. military, firefighters, police officers, teachers, National Guard, and others that are the front line for protecting our U.S. citizens and our children. Benefiting children, whether they are sick, lost an important role model, excelling in school even when the odds are against them, or simply need to get off the computer devices or other needs where God's fresh air can have a positive impact on their life.
Well, howdy, this is Texas Roy. I started working with these guys about 4 years ago after I took them my first buck with a bow. I was amazed at the overall quality and how realistic my mount turned out. When you get that trophy that you want to show off proudly at the house on the wall, don't settle for anything but the best. Whether it's a full body mount, shoulder mount, or the $75 Euro mount, check out Taxidermy Designs over in Tomball, Texas.